Chapter 9. Your Emotions. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Helen Keller. Ayurveda recognizes that our emotional balance is one of the fundamental pillars of health. Health is not merely the absence of disease. It is a state of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. Ayurveda teaches that many physical ailments have an emotional root cause. Your body-mind is affected by your emotions, and cultivating emotional freedom begins with awareness. Awareness of your feelings, what you need to release, and what brings you joy and happiness. You all share a desire to be happy. You are conditioned to derive happiness from temporary external sources. When you identify yourselves and your happiness with objects outside yourselves, this is known as object referral. The opposite of object referral is self-referral. You identify with your inner self, an internal state of well-being that does not depend on external circumstances. True joy is an internal state of awareness that allows you to be happy for no reason and is independent of circumstances, events, people, and things in your lives. Your essential nature is pure, unbound consciousness with infinite possibilities. When you perceive your physical and psychological needs are met, you feel comfort, pleasure, happiness, contentment, satisfaction, and cheerfulness. Your fundamental human needs are attention, affection, acceptance, and appreciation. Emotions are derived from your perception of needs being met or not met. You feel emotions as sensations in your bodies that are associated with thoughts in your minds. You experience emotions in two ways. Comfort encompasses all the feelings that move you from constriction to expansion, including joy, peace, love, pleasure, delight, and gratitude. Discomfort includes all the feelings that constrict you, including distress, frustration, anger, regret, fear, pain, and sadness. Secondary emotions are based on unmet needs that are not resolved and often lead to anxiety, hostility, guilt, and depression. Feelings not fully experienced can accumulate as emotional toxins, emotional ama. You can either react to unmet needs, which is an instinctual, conditioned, and learned behavior, or you can respond, which implies being aware and having a choice. All the doshas can experience every kind of emotion, though each dosha reacts to unmet needs in different ways. The vata doshas react with feelings of anxiety, fear, worry, and guilt. They are likely to blame themselves and say, "What did I do wrong?" The pitta doshas tend to feel angry or hostile. They are prone to blame others and say, "What did you do wrong?" The kapha doshas tend to become sad and discouraged. They may ignore situations and withdraw and say, "I don't want to deal with it." Our 7 biological responses. 1. Fight, flight, freeze. The most primitive response grounded in the survival instinct, serving to keep the body protected based on fear and the perception that your environment is threatening acute stress. 2. Reactive ego responses. Psychologically, the equivalent of the fight, flight, freeze attempts to control the environment through reactivity. Emotions are in the domain of the ego, and when you perceive that needs not met, uncomfortable feelings are generated and you react to them. You naturally defend against threats, and when you respond to a threat by fighting, you exhibit irritability, loss of temper, and defensiveness. This response corresponds to the pitta dosha. When you respond to a threat by fleeing, you tend to avoid the threat, become anxious, and become fearful. This response corresponds to the vata dosha. Sometimes, when perceiving a threat, you defend yourself by freezing, numbing, detachment, and giving up easily. This response corresponds to the kapha dosha. 3. Restful awareness response. Your body relaxes and you bypass the reactive response. Internal reference shifts from ego to spirit. Witness the activity of the mind and become capable of conscious choice making. This is best cultivated through the practice of meditation. Your heart rate, blood pressure, respiration, perspiration, stress hormones, platelet stickiness go down. Our anti-agent hormones go up. 4. Intuitive response. Being aware of your interpretations, choosing conscious observation and authentic expression, present moment awareness in your daily lives, facilitates conscious communication and restfulness awareness. Meditation plays a key role. 5. Creative response. Applying a new context or meaning to a situation or circumstance, solutions emerge by quieting down inner dialogue. There are 7 steps for awakening the creative response: intention, information gathering and analysis, incubation, insight, inspiration, implementation, and integration. 6. Visionary response. Living from the collective soul vision of what is possible ability to access collective dreams, and the archetypal realm consciously participates in the story of your lives. Some of the questions for awakening the visionary response include: what stories would you like to enact? Who inspires you? What attributes do you connect with? 7. Sacred response. Sense of self expands beyond constricted ego. Unity, consciousness, compassion is a natural expression. Transcend what's in it for me and dwell in how can I be of service. As a wave is to the ocean, each of us is to spirit. Based on the work of Marshall Rosenberg, Nonviolent Communication, A Language of Life, use this process to gain clarity about how you feel, identify what you need, and take responsibility to consciously communicate your needs to another person. What happened? State the facts. What are you feeling? Describe how you feel, choosing words that describe only the emotion, and avoid victimization words. What do you need that you are not receiving? Identify the need you have that is not being met. What are you asking for? Make your request with a level of respect rather than a demand. What is the gift or opportunity in this situation? Observe what you benefited from the practice of this process. When your needs are being met, you feel bright, carefree, delightful, enthusiastic, glowing, hopeful, invigorated, joyful, loving, optimistic, peaceful, quiet, radiant, secure, thankful, warm, upbeat, and vivacious. When your needs are not being met, you feel afraid, anxious, bitter, confused, embarrassed, frightened, frustrated, guilty, helpless, irritable, invisible, jealous, lonely, overwhelmed, pessimistic, resentful, unhappy, and withdrawn. Words are powerful. Therefore, avoid words that encourage victimization, such as abandoned, betrayed, cheated, diminished, manipulated, neglected, pressured, unappreciated, and unwanted. Here are the steps to emotional clearing. Take responsibility for what you are feeling. Identify your emotion. Witness the feeling in your body. Express your emotion in private to yourself. Release your emotion through a ritual. Share your emotion with a good listener. And rejuvenate with a celebration. Pranayama practices activate the body's parasympathetic nervous system, which governs the rest and digest response, also known as the relaxation response. Slow, rhythmic belly breathing, complete breath, Nadi Shodhana, Ujjayin, and Bastrika. Nadi Shodhana is an alternate nostril breathing and is a simple yet powerful technique that settles the mind, body, and emotions. You can use it to quiet your mind before beginning a meditation practice, and it is particularly helpful to ease racing thoughts if you are experiencing anxiety, stress, or having trouble falling asleep. Ujjayin breathing is a technique that allows you to calm your mind by focusing on your breath. This helps you override thoughts that could possibly distract you from your meditative state. Used in the practice of yoga, it also creates a sound that assists you in synchronizing your movements with your breath. Bastrika Pranayama is the process of rapid inhalation and exhalation, which gives a boost to the body and hence is aptly called the yogic breath of fire. So the next time you feel like your body needs energy, try Bastrika Pranayama. Journaling is also highly recommended for emotional release. Set intentions for what you would like to release. Develop a vision statement for your life. Describe in detail the sights, sounds, feelings, and experiences you would like to see unfold in your life. What would you like to see in these areas of your life? Physical body and health, spiritual, family, career/business, friends and loved ones, material possessions. The grandest vision that I would like to share with you encompasses 12 areas of my life. A few years ago, I participated in the Life Book Workshop taught by John and Missy Butcher. Through their teachings, I learned to deep focus and clarify 12 areas of my life. Lifebook takes you far deeper, right down to the core of who you are, how you show up in the world, and how you perceive reality. I learned not only how to strengthen each of these 12 dimensions, but I also explored the vital and often surprising interplays between each one. To create a vision for your life, I highly recommend that you also create a comprehensive plan that not only includes financial well-being, but it covers all the important areas of your life, including the following 12 areas. Health and fitness. You must define exactly what you want, why you want it, and what you need to do to get it. While it is impossible to avoid all stress in life, minimizing stressors and managing the way you respond to stress can have important benefits. This can include taking a break from the situation, listening to calming music, and progressive relaxation. Even taking a deep breath can help. Exercise is known to be beneficial for reducing stress and the long-term effects of stress on your health. This includes doing something active during a stressful situation and exercising regularly to improve the way your body responds to stress. While all forms of exercise seem to work, much research and practice have focused on specific types of exercise, including yoga and Tai Chi. The most important thing is to make exercise part of your day, especially now. Other effective strategies traditionally include meditation and relaxation exercises. Research shows that getting enough sleep is also critical for reducing stress and the impact it has on your health. Eating a healthy diet can reduce the effects of stress as well. In summary, a healthy lifestyle includes stress management, as well as nutritional diet and regular activity. Intellectual wellness is the ability to be open to new ideas, critical thinking, and learning new skills to create a potential for sharing with others and use it for the betterment of the community. Intellectual wellness promotes creative mental stimulation, as well as learning new and exciting things. A good way to increase your intellectual wellness is to read for fun. Reading, especially something you enjoy, can improve your intellect by strengthening your mind to think about things you normally don't think about. Improve your skills for studying and learning. Also, learning new things about the way your mind processes information can be a vital tool to helping you succeed. Write down your thoughts or journal frequently. Taking the time to write down thoughts or journal frequently can help those who struggle with expressing their feelings, or in general for anyone who is trying to make sense of what they are feeling inside. Being able to identify your feelings and understanding yourself more and your actions increase intellectual wellness by exposing your mind to deeper thinking. You hold the power to move you quickly and forcefully towards your life's goals. Emotional. It is important to explore the nature of your emotions and discover how you can further develop your emotional intelligence. Make your emotions work for you, instead of living in reaction mode. Feel free to share your feelings and thoughts with your family and close friends. Emotional intelligence refers to our ability to understand and effectively use our different emotions. It is not so much about controlling your emotions, which implies that you restrain, suppress, or deny them. Rather, it's about managing your emotions, which involves being flexible with your thinking, behavior, and responses, and being open to stay with feelings both pleasant and unpleasant. We can learn and practice emotional intelligence skills at any age or stage of life, and we should. Emotional intelligence is linked to better mental and physical health and overall life satisfaction. Character. This is the foundational category that affects every other area of your life. During this profound exploration, you'll define the person you need to become to achieve the life you desire, living emotionally and financially successful and holistic lifestyle. You'll learn how to consciously choose the character traits you want to build into your life and develop a strategy for accomplishing them. A person's character is who they are. We all think about a lot of things that are not godly, and things we would be ashamed if they were available for all to know. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Character is like a tree and a reputation like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, and the tree is the real thing. My reputation is what others think of me, which may or may not be true, but my character is who I am." Your character is the real you in the sense that you cannot separate what you do from who you are. Spiritual. According to Dr. Deepak Chopra, everyday life is impossible without holding your own set of beliefs. Just because belief exists silently doesn't make it less powerful. Most people are guided by a belief in the work they do, their religion, their loyalty to their family, and all kinds of values they hold dear. During this journey into your spirituality, you'll examine, define, and document your deepest beliefs about life, the world, and your place in it. You'll discover a strength deep within and gain a valuable new perspective on the purpose and meaning of your life. Love relationships. You'll achieve clarity on what you want in this area of your life and identify what steps you can take to create and nurture an extraordinary love relationship. What would your ideal love relationship look like? Is trust one of the most important factors in a relationship? If you don't trust the person you are with, then it is probably not a healthy, stable relationship, and you most likely feel insecure about it. How about respect? No amount of love is worth giving up who you are and the respect you deserve. Love is not a justification for disrespect or abuse. Partners must be respectful of each other and who they are for a healthy relationship to grow. How about communication? Communication is key in any relationship to define boundaries. You need it to express feelings, needs, and expectations. You need it to solve conflicts, and you even need it when it comes to intimacy. Without good communication, how can anything in the relationship be clear and the rest of these values be strengthened? You will define the values and expectations for your love life. Parenting. This is a profound exploration for parents and non-parents alike. This category is important because the future of the whole human race depends on at least some of us doing it right. You will have to decide what kind of parent you would want to be. According to psychologists who study parenting, there are 4 main styles of parenting: autocratic, authoritative, permissive, and unengaged. The styles differ in terms of how much involvement you have in your child's life and how much control you try to exert over your child's behavior. Being a good parent means you need to teach your child the morals of what is right and what is wrong. Setting limits and being consistent are the keys to good discipline. Be kind and firm when enforcing those rules. Focus on the reason behind the child's behavior. Being a parent myself, I know that some of the most important parenting qualities are loving and being flexible with your child, being open-minded, and being easygoing. Being flexible doesn't mean you let your child get away with murder. Find the balance between accommodating and dominating. Your child will reward you with greater respect and self-restraint. It's said that children absorb 10% of what you say and 90% of what you do. Modeling lives and breaths in your behavior, your words, actions, and feelings, spoken and unspoken, are deposited into your child and shape his or her core identity. Whether you like it or not, kids develop values and a life philosophy based on their parents' choices. Also, it is important to empower your child, nurture independence, fostering responsibility, and encouraging self-reliance. Likewise, children need consistent schedules and routines. Healthy structure, limits, and boundaries lay the foundation for good habits that last a lifetime. They also nourish confidence by reducing fears and anxieties in children. Often, things such as your health or the health of your marriage are kept on the back burner when a child is born. If you don't pay attention to them, they will become bigger problems down the road. Take good care of yourself physically and mentally. Take time to strengthen your relationship with your spouse. If these two areas fail, your child will suffer too. Social. Here, you will thoughtfully evaluate your relationships with friends and extended family. You'll come to understand which relationships contribute positively to your life and which ones drain you. You will learn what actions you can take to strengthen your most important relationships and what you can do to let unhealthy relationships go. Why is social behavior important? From a psychological point of view, social behavior helps to promote our emotional well-being. Social behavior is desirable because it means that people will cooperate and systems can run effectively. You must behave according to the standards of the culture in which you are living at any given time. There are specific types of greetings and rituals that convey respect. There are little things that you must avoid doing in certain cultures, or you will be frowned upon. Or worse, literally arrested, confined, deported, or worse still. Career/business. Explore the meaning and rewards of a great career/business. Learn strategies to take any career or business to a higher level and make more money in the process. Proactivity is required for career and business success. First, it is a mindset. You need to realize that no one cares more about your career/business and its financial impact than you do. You need to be proactive if you want career or business advancement. Make things happen that the company needs to have happened. Manage the process, and as a result, you will get paid more and be more successful. Being proactive and do more than expected, and do not assume that your stakeholders are aware of how you are overperforming. That is why you need to regularly remind your stakeholders through performance reviews, regular reports, one-on-one meetings, and team meetings. The truth is that both performance, over-delivering, and being likable are important. Keep in mind to treat people like they want to be treated. It is also important to develop your skills. It is a fact of life that having certain skills can significantly increase your earning ability. You can develop a high level of competence with a unique combination of valuable skills. This collection of abilities makes you unique, valuable, and prosperous. Financial. This is an important category, and you need to deeply explore the true nature of money, what it means to you, what it is, where it comes from, and how wealth is created and achieved. From this process of self-discovery, you will come to view yourself and your financial life and enable you to create your financial plan to enable you to achieve financial freedom, leading you to a better quality of life based on your life vision. Quality of life. In this category, you will identify how you wish to spend the hours, the days, and the years of your life. You will discover how it can lead to rewarding spiritual, intellectual, and emotional breakthroughs, and improve who you are as a human being. Quality of life is an overarching term for the quality of the various domains in human life. It is an expected standard that consists of the expectations of an individual or society for a good life. These expectations are guided by the values, goals, and socio-cultural context in which an individual lives. The quality of life is a subjective, multidimensional concept that defines a standard level for emotional, physical, material, and social well-being. It serves as a reference against which an individual or society can measure the different domains of a life. Life vision. You have thought through your entire life one category at a time. Now you are going to experience the life you intend to create. For instance, if you're facing a financial challenge, you might sometimes find that the solution lies not in focusing directly on money or your career, but on your intellectual life, or even your life vision. If you have a vision for your life, you will always know what areas of life to focus on at any given time, and how to create extraordinary success in each of them without sacrifice or compromise. When creating your grandest vision, your emotional and intellectual ability holds the power to move you quickly and forcefully towards your desired life's goals. In summary, your life vision and your desired quality of life will become clear when you examine your heart and when your actions are in alignment with your values. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. Keep the words of late mythologist Joseph Campbell in mind and follow your bliss. It is important to create your life vision, practice the steps for emotional clearing, and create a regular journaling practice to measure and celebrate the progress made in all the important areas of your life.